Coming up on CHTV, a breaking story on Carmel's income tax dollars, an insider update for DECA, the latest with Lollapalooza, and a recap of the first softball home game of the season. Your Carmel High School news starts right now.
Happy Thursday, Hounds. I'm Aarini Pareek.
And as always, I'm Dangler. We have a great story for you coming up, but first, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated.
Breaking local news for all of our students with jobs. For the past 3 years, there's a law that set a cap for the amount of money Carmel could receive from income taxes, and all of the extra from Carmel was given to Fishers.
This law has been recently deemed unconstitutional, but has been in effect since 2021, set to be in effect through 2026 before getting struck down. The law was created to balance out revenues in the Hamilton County.
Although the law has now been struck down, a total of $16.7 million have been diverted to Fishers over the past 3 years. One of the major uses of income tax revenues is in schools, so Carmel High School should be getting more money in the coming year without the cap.
Speaking of the economy, Carmel DECA recently competed at state and is now preparing to compete at ICDC. Let's take a closer look at what DECA is all about, and then we'll send it over to entertainment with Coral.
So my name is Will Spence. I'm a junior here at Carmel High School. I'm the Vice President of Competition for DECA. There are 3 main types. There are role plays, there are papers, and there are online events. So first being role plays, that's sort of like an on-the-spot sort of competition. You walk in, you're given a prompt, and basically within about 10 minutes you go and you present to a judge. Then for papers, what you do, it might be 10 pages or 20 pages. You could be doing research on a topic or a business. And finally, stock market game and virtual business challenge. Stock market game, you build a portfolio and hopefully make as much money as possible. In virtual business challenge, you compete in sort of like a video game scenario and try and make as much money as you can. We had about 110 ICDC qualifiers, which is the most we've had in about 10 or 12 years. And so we're really happy with that, and hopefully we continue our success at ICDC. So people can join DECA at the start of every school year. We send out a whole bunch of announcements on our Instagram page, and people can come to our call-up meeting and sign up from there. DECA has been an amazing experience for me. I've been in it 3 years now, and it should be my 4th year. And I would encourage anyone who has any sort of interest in business or just loves competition to join.
Hey Greyhounds, I'm Coral Tretola here to give you all of today's entertainment updates. Starting off, if you like music, then you're going to want to listen to this. Tickets for the annual Lollapalooza Music Festival go on sale today. Pre-sale begins at 11 our time, so be sure to get on that before 1 to get the 4-day ticket at its lowest price. After 1 is when the public sale begins, and the tickets will sell out fast, so be sure to get them while you can. Now, if you're wondering what this festival is, well, it's a 4-day event held at Grand Park in Chicago from August 1st to the 4th. Many of your favorite artists such as SZA, Tyler the Creator, Conan Gray, Benson Boone, Renee Rapp, and so many others will be performing. Check out Lollapalooza's Instagram page for more information and the link to buy tickets. Also be sure to keep an eye out for announcements of who is performing on which days. While on the topic of music, or things to listen to, CHTV has a new podcast coming out soon, which will be called Tales from the Map. This podcast features hosts Noah, Dario, and Jacob and provides a wide variety of news coverage that isn't normally seen on CHTV. Let's go learn a little more about it, and then we'll send it over to Gigi to see what's happening with Carmel sports.
Hi, I'm I'm the executive producer on this new podcast coming to CHTV here soon. I'm really excited for this podcast because I think it's going to provide a new form of short-form news to the students about interesting headlines that aren't covered on our CHTV show. What I call the short form, like the stories that we're going to be covering are Florida Man stories, where it's just going to bring like a little pep to your day and like, oh my god, that's ridiculous, that's happening in Florida, because it could never happen in Carmel, right? Well, it does, because we're also going to be touching on local news, so it's super exciting to be able to do this and expose how sometimes unserious our community is, and I'm super excited.
Good morning, Greyhounds. I'm Gigi Welp here with your sports for today. Starting off with boys lacrosse, Tuesday night the Hounds had an unfortunate loss against the Trinity Shamrocks, but redeemed themselves last night with a dominant win over the Garin Catholic Golden Eagles with a final score of 16-2. This brings the boys' record to 4-1. Moving over to softball, your Lady Hounds had their home opener against the Westfield Shamrocks last night. Despite a strong effort by the Hounds, the final score of this game was Westfield 9 and Carmel 5. Be sure to cheer on the Lady Hounds as they play Plainfield at home on March 25th at 6 p.m. Now, although our spring sports have just kicked off, Carmel already has set a new school record. On March 13th, sophomore Gabby Grande Rosas set a new long jump record of 18 feet and 1 inch, beating the previous record of 18 feet. So congrats, Gabby. Now switching gears to national sports news, anybody filling out a bracket must have it completed by noon today. Games will start at 12:15 today and will conclude on April 8th. Be sure to choose your teams wisely because if you're anything like me, you have money on the line. Now that's all I have for sports today, Carmel. Let's send it over to weather with Sophie and Lauren and then send it back to the news desk.
Good morning, Greyhounds. I'm Lauren Wolfangel.
And I'm Sophie Parker, and we're back with your CHTV weather update.
Today, walking down the trail, it's going to be partly cloudy and about 45 degrees. And tomorrow morning, walking up the trail, it's going to be chillier at 35 degrees, and there's a slight chance of rain walking down.
Over the weekend, you're looking at lows in the 30s and highs in the 50s, with Saturday being partly cloudy and Sunday being all the way sunny.
We hope you have a wacky weekend, Greyhounds. So let's send it back to the studio.
Thanks, Sophie and Lauren. Now, we'd like to wish the happiest birthday to everyone listed on the screen below.
Happy birthday, everybody. Carmel
Pickleball Club is meeting today during first session of SSRT in Mr. Yanez's room A225. We'll share the information and forms to join the club practice. Practice will start after spring break. Please see Mr. Yanez or Mr. Staley if you need a pass.
The Fellowship of Christian Athletes will meet this Friday morning at 8:15 in the freshman cafeteria.
TEDx Carmel will be hosting their annual conference this Saturday, March 23rd from 1 to 3 in the CCPL Community Room, featuring 8 speakers giving their own unique talk centered around this year's theme, Buy the Books. Registration is free and can be found on the CCPL website or on Instagram at TEDx Carmel High School.
CHS students, are you looking for a job? The annual job fair is on Monday, March 25th during SSRT in the varsity gym. 20 local businesses will be present and ready to hire. For a list of businesses coming, please see the message sent in Naviance or on Instagram at Carmel High School Official. If you're interested in attending, please get a pass from your SSRT teacher.
Are you interested in gaining community service experience and learning about computer science? Applications for the Computer Science Honor Society are now open. Sophomores and juniors are eligible to apply. The application can be accessed at tinyurl.com/cshs-24-25. For questions, talk to Mrs. Anderson in room F104.
Seniors, please check your name on the composites in the windows of the activities office. This is how your name will be read at graduation and the picture used in the commencement program. If you did not have your picture taken by the October deadline, you will be listed as not pictured. Report any corrections to Mrs. Gavard in the activities office. That's all we have for you this morning, Greyhounds.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to follow our Instagram at Carmel TV so you can send in pictures of your pets for Pet of the Week.
It will be coming out soon, so be sure to send in your photos. Until next time, Carmel, I've been called Dangler.
And this has been Aarini Pareek. Have a thrilling Thursday, Greyhounds.
I want you to be